Hello, everyone. This video is especially for those wonderful students of mine who still don't know their four times table. Don't worry, I'm here to help you. Okay, today in class we did a kind of a quiz to see how well everyone knew their four times table, and they had 10 seconds to answer each question, right? So on the screen it said 8 times 4. That's all it said. And they had 10 seconds. One, two, three, four, five, to think of the answer. And over half of the class couldn't think of the answer. So we want to fix that. Okay? So for those of you who still don't know it yet, don't worry. I've got some ideas to help you. The first thing you need to do is figure out which facts that you need to practice. Which four times table facts do you need to practice? Well, I mean, if you already know that 4 times 0 equals 0, then I don't want you sitting around home going 4 times 0 equals 0, 4 times 0 equals 0. And if you already know 4 times 2 equals 8, I don't want you to make your little brother follow you around the house going, what's 2 times 4? What's 2 times 4? You already know it, right? It's a waste of your time. It's a waste of your little brother's time. Instead of that, we're going to find out which one you need to practice. So, one way to do that is you could get your mom or your little brother or somebody to have the four times table like this somewhere on their phone screen or on the computer screen or just on an actual piece of paper. And they have it and they can see it, but you can't see it. And they say to you, what's 1 times 4? And you say 4. And they say, what's 3 times 4? And you say 12. No problem. And then they say, what's 7 times 4? And you go, let's see, 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 plus 4 is 12. Hold on. 4, 8. Okay. That's how you know you need to practice it. So, since you don't know that one, say it was 7 times 4, then you're going to put it on the list somewhere. 7 times 4. 7 times 4, 28. Okay? Make a list of all the ones you don't know. Oh, you also don't know 8 times 4. You always have trouble with that one. For some reason, you don't know 9 times 4. Of course, you know 10 times 4 because that's super easy because you know the 10 times table, right? But say these three, they just trick you. Okay? So, what you're going to do is you're going to make some flashcards. Flashcards, old school. People have been doing this for hundreds of years, pal. You don't know 8 times 4, so you write it on one side of a piece of paper, like this. Then you write the answer on the other side, 32. Okay? That's a flashcard. It's very simple. Okay? You make them for all the ones you don't know. Then you're going to do something called retrieval practice. Okay? This may be the most important thing you ever learn in your entire life, so I want you to sit down and take this very seriously. When you're learning new things like number facts, okay? The first time you learn it, 12 times 4, okay? You're putting it into your working memory. It's a part of your memory. It's called the working memory. And it's in there, okay? And you say 12 times 4 is 48. Okay. And then 3 seconds later, Mr. Baker says, "What's 12 times 4?" And you go, "48." Yes, I got it. I think I learned it. Now I can just go play video games all day. Because Mr. Baker, I learned it and then he asked me and then okay? But 5 minutes later, I say, "What's 12 times 4?" And you're like, "What? I don't think I ever learned that." That's because it's fallen out of your working memory into outer space, gone forever. Okay? So you learn something the first time, it just goes into your working memory. But if you don't say it again and again and again and again, it just falls out of your head. But if you practice it over and over and over, then it's going to stick and it's going to go to your long term memory. But it's very important that you do it like this. 12 times 4 is 48, okay? Wait about 10 seconds. What's 12 times 4? 48, okay? About a minute, someone asks you, what's 12 times 4? 48, okay? The more that you bring it back up to your working memory, back up into your working memory, the more likely it's going to stay into your long term memory, okay? So I want you guys to practice those. You can practice it on your own at first and then give them to your mom to help you. And then once you've learned them all, that's when you can go and play games like this to get your speed up. But you can't play this game until you know your four times table to begin with, right? So I hope that's helpful, all right? and I'm gonna test you again tomorrow.